I'm Carri Nicholson, and I'm the Leader Whisperer. And today I want to talk about the role of emotional friction in your business exit. Because let's be clear, anytime there is a transition of ownership or a transition of leadership, that generates the potential for a huge amount of emotional friction, which could actually derail everything that you're trying to achieve. And the main reason for that is that intellectually, we think about transition of a business, in whatever form that takes, as being very functional, and it's all about the functional value of the business and how much it's worth to you, how much it's worth to whoever you're handing it on to. But we both know that that's not true. There is an emotional value to this process or transaction, and it's not just yours. An emotional friction is caused by all those things that have the capacity to make people nervous. Uncertainty about the future, uncertainty where they're going to fit in to the new organization, to the next stage of the business, worried about how this organization is going to fit culturally with whoever it is that you're selling it to, looking at the timescales, thinking about their job security from a buyer's point of view, thinking about the figures and the forecasts and are they accurate, thinking about how resilient is the business, how reliant is the business on you personally as the owner or the leader to run it, thinking about it from a supplier's point of view, thinking about it from a client's point of view. Failure to recognize and manage emotional friction will derail this. And it will either derail it prior to the sale because you can't manage people's expectations properly, or even worse, if you don't manage internal concerns and anxieties, it can lead to sabotage within the business as members of staff feel increasingly disaffected by what's happening and their role in it. You've got to head this off at the pass. Recognize that this is a thing. Put yourself in everybody else's shoes. That is every major stakeholder group, from your investors through your suppliers, your clients, absolutely your team, but also the people who are buying you. And come up with a plan to understand and manage the natural anxieties that everybody will have. And also really don't underestimate the emotional attachment that you have to the business, and think about how you need to manage your own fears about handing over what has been such a huge part of your life for all this time. Key to this also, during the initial, I'm thinking about selling my business or I'm thinking about exiting my business, thoughts in your head and planning, you should be thinking about the rationale. Why somebody would like to buy your business or take over as its leader. I'll be posting something in the next couple of days about the 10 reasons why somebody might want to buy your business. But understanding that is as important as understanding who they are, because everything that you do within the business to manage this emotional friction on everybody's part should be partly driven by understanding why they want to buy. And the third thing is, and this was a brilliant piece in David Chantal's article, is understanding balloon dynamics. So if you think of your business as being a balloon, it's blown up, it's nice and tight, it's not flaccid, it's operating beautifully. Unless you have a leak in your balloon, pushing in the skin at one point is only going to increase pressure somewhere else. You talking about exiting or selling the business is creating pressure elsewhere. What you need to think about is what happens to the rest of the business as you start this transition process, and particularly the members of your senior leadership team who are not making the transition with you? How are you going to manage their fears? How are you going to manage their expectations, particularly if one of them is not going to be, or any of them are going to be stepping up into the CEO role and will be an outside hire to fill that post? And most importantly, what friction is likely to be created by the additional work that is almost certainly required over the next 3 years so that the company achieves an optimal valuation for its sale? Never underestimate that. So that's been a brief outline of my thoughts about the role of emotional friction in your business exit. This has been my first time. It's very scary. Please be gentle with me. I'm Carri Nicholson, and I am the Leader Whisperer. Take care.